It is Friday, March 29th, 2019, 1:36 p.m. I have to do this on my webcam because I guess my phone, like I deleted 175 pictures and I still can only record 5 minutes, so I don't really know what's going on. My system's taking up about half of my 16 gigabytes of memory, so or hard drive space, so I don't know what's going on. But yeah, I'll see. I don't know, but I'm just here for now. But the what's new is school's still going well. I'm actually learning, and I'm like I feel good learning. It's easier to learn things from studying and stuff because it's like I have the concepts down and how to do this stuff. So it's cool. I like my teacher. He's nice still, like I said last time. The other thing, I think the last vlog I talked about Chris getting out of Slipknot. A day or two later, he was officially kicked out. He filed a lawsuit. And it's going so much worse than when they kicked out Joey, just because it's like Corey went online and said some stuff, and Chris's lawyer is coming out saying a whole bunch of stuff about how he was treated like a second-class citizen. It just sucks to see your favorite band come to this. So my heart kind of sank when I first heard it last week, and it just sucks overall. So, and I really don't think there's gonna, I don't know. I really don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know if Chris is ever gonna come back because of this, because this is kind of more than just being kicked out. This is like accusing someone and possibly being accused unrightfully, so we'll see. The tour is still happening. I honestly I think it's the last tour. I don't know. I said that when Paul died, but this might be the last tour. So far, they're still advertising the album. It's still tour's still on, so that's happening. So I'll go see them. That'll be cool. But yeah, in terms of music and concerts, first of all, got tickets for a couple more concerts or things. I'm going to see Adam Sandler live. I'm going to see Static X with Dope and Devil Driver live. Super stoked about that. Dope and Static X, one of the first bands that got me into metal, and Devil Driver is also kind of later on. So super excited about that. Just bought tickets for Ozzy. It's gonna be me, Matt, my dad. Ozzy, and I believe Megadeth's opening, so that's gonna be sick. There was something else. I feel like there's a couple other things I bought. Let me just double check my Gmail here, because I feel like there was some more tickets. In terms of music, though, lots of stuff leaked yesterday, so I'm super excited to start listening to that. Because, yeah, it's just going to be sick. One of the things I don't remember all of them, but there's a whole bunch of stuff that leaked, but one of them was Red-Handed Denial, so really looking forward to listening to that. And no, it looks like that was it. I could have swore there was something else I bought, but no, I guess that's it for the stuff. But yeah, super excited about that. That's happening throughout the year. Really looking forward to that. There was another show today. It was Cradle of Filth, Wednesday 13, and a band called Raven Black or Ravenclaw or something like that. I was going to go, but I found out about it yesterday, and I was like, kind of not really want to go. And then I asked my brother if he wanted to go. He said he can't. I was like, screw it, I just won't go. So that's the thing. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. Spending a lot of money there, so that's the thing. Another big news that happened is I bought this. I bought some plain packaging, balanced THC and TBD marijuana. 3.5 grams. It has a total of 7% THC, total of 9% CBD, 1.54%. I don't know what this means. It says THC 1.54%, total 7%, CBD 0.89%, total 9%. So, yeah. This was supposedly good for making you feel good. So, and it comes like pre-ground and stuff like that. So that's cool. Then obviously to smoke it, I had to get something. So went out yesterday and I got this. Like $28. Still looking for a name for it. I like it. There's a little skull there. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, I gotta wash it still. Mom's been home though, so kind of gotta wait for that. But yeah, the only thing I don't like about it that I didn't really notice and think about was that the hole, the plug is right here. So you kind of get a hole like that. And the ones that you smoke out of had the with your thumb. So not looking forward to this, but yeah, I like it. I like the design. It's relatively cheap, and I'm looking forward to it. So there's that. What else is there? I've been playing Sleeping Dogs. That's a video game. Beat it. Honestly, it's one of the best games I've played so far. I've had like 20 hours into it now. I still have to play the Year of the Snake or Dragon DLC. So, gonna do that. Probably this weekend. It's like 3 hours, I think, so that's cool. But I pretty much almost 100% did everything. I had like a couple events I didn't do because I couldn't find them. Really good game, though. Really poor performance on PC, so that sucked. So there's that. I haven't been really watching Fear of the Walking Dead. I've been trying to catch up with it, but I've just been kind of behind on podcasts and stuff. So trying to catch up on that. Trying to catch up on wrestling. Kofi Kingston finally. So the Kofi Kingston story going to WrestleMania is awesome. They had this past week they had the New Day. Vince McMahon's like, you've had enough chances, Kofi. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have X and Z. I don't know. X and Big E do a tag team gauntlet match. If they win, you're in. So he's going to WrestleMania now to fight for the title. Probably going to win it. So that's going to be super exciting. WrestleMania is not this coming Sunday, but the one after. So that's going to be cool. We bought SummerSlam tickets last week or something like that. Not the greatest seats. Raw and SmackDown still aren't on sale. So waiting for that to come out. I uploaded the history of the Dungeon and Raid difficulties video, as well as all the Bizarro Lore achievement guide videos. April Fool's is on Monday. I have a couple of ideas I wanted to do. Don't know if I'm going to get around to them today or this weekend, but if not, whatever. It's not a big deal. Not too worried about it. I feel like there's something else. Leafs haven't been playing that great. They were getting smoked for a while, and they actually just lost for the first time in a shootout, or they just went to a shootout for the first time and lost on Wednesday, I think it was, against Philly, I believe. So they almost were the first team ever since the shootout was implemented to go a full season without going into the shootout. So that kind of sucks. I'm more miffed about them going to the shootout than anything else. I feel like there was something big I was supposed to mention. I don't remember now. I think the weed thing was the biggest one. Oh yeah, yesterday I went to bed. I forgot to take a melatonin, and I realized that when I was kind of dozing off. I was like, yeah, whatever, I'm not gonna get up and take it. And yeah, I didn't. I woke up today a little less groggy, so I don't know if I'm gonna keep taking melatonin. We'll see. It helped me fall asleep, but maybe I feel like it was making me so tired in the morning. So we'll see about that. Speaking of melatonin, that's the other thing I want to talk about. Is the MRI. So I had that on Monday. I went in, and it was interesting because from the movies that I've seen, I always thought the hole that you got put into was a little bit bigger. So when I saw how small it was, like, oh, okay. And so basically they lay me down, they give me the earplugs, and then they put like this foam on my ears, which I guess is to help with reduced sound, but also to keep my head straight. So because there was a lot of room on the side, so they put that there, and they also put like this cage, not really a cage, like a plastic little thing that kind of looks like a cage on top of you. So so it's kind of like your whole head is encapsulated. And then what he did before that, though, was he put a cloth over my eyes. And as he did that, I was starting to freak out. And I was like, no, can we take this off? I don't like this. So he took it off. He said, no problem. Took it off. And then he started putting me in. He gave me like the little ball thing that if anything was happening, I could squeeze it and he would stop. So he starts putting me in. And prior to this, I was like, I don't think I'm claustrophobic. Like, I don't think so. Because I know like my legs are going to be sticking out. Like if it was an actual confined space where my entire body was in there and I couldn't really do anything, like I think that's what I was thinking about. But no, it turns out I am a little bit claustrophobic because as I was being pushed in, I was only a little bit in because he stopped and he's like, "You still good? Can I keep going?" And I was like, "Yeah." So he's pushing me in and like I could like my breathing started to quicken and get really heavy. My heart started to really go really quick. And I was like, "Oh my god, I don't know if I can do this. This is pretty rough." I was starting to get really really panicked. I guess it's like a mini panic attack, not like one I've ever had before, because usually the panic attacks I've had, like I start shaking. This one was just like my breathing was heavy, my heart was really pounding. So it took me a couple of minutes, but I kept kind of getting in my head to be like, dude, chill, you're fine, you're not in this, yes, you're in this confined space, but it's still like your legs are probably free. I can't check, but your legs are probably free. It's not that bad, it's nice and AC'd in there. And I focused on my breath, and honestly, about 2 minutes after that, not even, my breathing kind of neutralized, and I was cool. I was able to, open my eyes and I kind of looked around with my eyes. I was like, yeah, it's, I'm in a tight little space, and that's it. And I wasn't worried about it. I wasn't, and my kind of the anxiety that I had went away, and I was really really tired when I went in. So like I would close my eyes because my eyes were really heavy, and honestly I almost fell asleep. The noises were really really loud. I guess not really. I had the things on, but the noises were loud, and they were just repetitive, and yeah, I kept closing my eyes, and honestly I almost fell asleep, but I kept getting like kind of woken up, I guess, or taken out of that state by a new sound that would start. But yeah, overall it wasn't that bad. There was a couple of interesting sounds. Like one of them was it sounded like someone was banging a hammer while like this buzzing was happening, and as I was listening to it, I forget exactly what I heard, but I think the hammer started making a sound like go back, go back, go back, go back, go back, go back, and then there was another phrase that was being repeated that it sounded like, and then back to go back. So that was kind of funny. The worst one was, it was like a couple of minutes, I think, where it was like this alarm, like this siren, like like something was going wrong. And at first I was like, oh, this is not good. I don't like this one. And then slowly but surely, like, I could feel my anxiety kind of building up again. My breathing was starting to get heavy again. I was like, okay, I need to just focus on my breathing. I need to calm down. This isn't bad. And it was just kept going and going and going. And I was like, I mean, this is normal probably. Hopefully, I hope this isn't like someone came in, hit something, and killed this dude that's doing it, and I'm just stuck in here. I don't even know it. So I went on for a long time. Then finally, like, the sound like started to change a little bit. And then went back to the old one. I was like, okay, I think this is fine. Went on for another few minutes, and then ended up stopping. I was like, oh, thank God. But yeah, for a minute there, I was starting to get a little panicked. But overall, I think in the future, I probably would have the same experience where kind of the initial couple minutes I'm a little bit anxious, and then it gets a little bit easier from there. So yeah, I think being tired really helped, because I was able to sit down or lay down and just close my eyes and not do anything. I tried thinking about stuff, I just couldn't though. The noise was very distracting, so it was hard to think. But yeah, I closed my eyes and just enjoyed I think it was like 30 minutes. So that's that. And yeah, doctor said they probably think it's just ice pick headache, but want to make sure, just to make sure. So hopefully that's all it is. And yeah, since then I had a couple of like minor brief headaches, those ice pick headaches that were not that bad. But other than that, yeah, that was it. So that's done and over with. Oh my God, and the piercing. Okay, so obviously I had to take the piercing out, and taking it out is actually not that bad. So basically it's a captive bead ring. So there's like two divots on the end of this ball, and the ring just kind of clamps onto them, right? So I thought it was gonna be hard to take it out, because every time a couple times that I went. So when I went to first get the silver one that I had to initially put in, and then take it out to get this black one put in, both times it was like they used this machine, or not a machine, they used some tool to get it in and out. So I was like, oh my God, do I need this? So I called them, and they're like, no, you don't need anything. I was like, do you have any tips? And so they gave me some tips on how to take it out, and so I had to get gloves, latex gloves, because like my fingers were just like, even just now, like they're not wet or sweaty, they're just, there's a little bit of moisture though, so it was hard to like grip and push and stuff. So I got some latex gloves, and I just easily, it was pretty easy, just kind of put pressure, push this way but pull that way, and ring pops out really easily. So that was easy. So I tried that on Saturday or Friday or something like that, because that's when they called me to book the appointment, and I was like, I just want to make sure, I want to see how it is to take it out and then put it back in. And putting it back in took me about an hour, and it was scary for a little bit there, because I was in the washroom and I didn't close the door, and I guess I don't remember exactly what happened, but I fumbled the bead, and it fell. And all I heard was, I heard it bounce once behind me outside of the bathroom, and that's it. I didn't hear it roll, I didn't hear another bounce, nothing. So I was like, fuck. So for maybe like 10 minutes, I was looking around, like trying to slowly look everywhere. I was looking under my dad's desk. I was looking underneath the washer and dryer as much as I could, and I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna find this thing. And I was about to give up, but I stepped on it, and it was in the middle basically of the basement there. I just stepped on it by chance, and I was like, oh my God, thank you. So yeah, I went back in the washroom, closed the door. I dropped it a couple more times, but it was kind of, it fell on the floor there, so I was able to pick it up and work with it, or fell into the sink, so I could just pick it up again. Yeah, it took me about an hour. It was rough. I still don't think I have it down. Honestly, it's hard. It's just hard to do. So I wasn't looking forward to that. I kind of bruised. It felt bruised and a little bit painful, tender, the right side of my lip, on the weekend. And so Monday, obviously, I took it out again, It felt weird. I always play with the ring, so like when I was driving there, or when I was or when I was like in the waiting room, I was trying to play with the ring, but it just wasn't working. So that sucked. I realized how much I missed it, so that's funny. But yeah, I got home and it was like 10:40. I talked to my dad and my mom till like 11, and then until about 11:45, I was in the washroom, trying to put it back in, and I think I dropped it a couple of times. Wasn't anything too scary, and basically, I one of the techniques I tried was I had a toothpick. Initially I used a toothpick just to kind of clean out some of the gunk that was in, because the bead, or the two divots, it's just like a hole straight through, so gunk got stuck in there, which was kind of gross. Like on the first time I took it out on Friday or Saturday, it was thick, like you couldn't see to the other side, so that was disgusting. But there was also, I guess because I kind of bashed up my lip putting it back on the first time, there was still some gunk in there, so I tucked that out. But after a while I started, because I could put the whole bead kind of on the tip of the toothpick, so I did that, and I kind of aligned it with the hole on the ring, and I would try to squeeze it together, and it was it was helpful, but that's not how I ended up doing it. Honestly, I don't remember what I did on Monday. I was kind of so tired that I don't remember, but I think I kind of just lined it up, and then I just stuck it in there, and then I just pushed or rolled it in or something like that, because I think I think so. One of the things I was trying to do, so I tried to like push it in like this, but like whenever I'd get it in place, this finger that I'm just holding my ring with would get stuck, would make it so I can't put it in, right? Because it's this barrier. So I couldn't put it in. It was getting so frustrating. And so eventually I finally got it. And I think I got it kind of on. Like just, it wasn't completely on. It was just stuck in place. And then I just kind of rolled it into the place it was supposed to be, which was, I think, fuck. So that was annoying. Don't ever want to do that again. Hopefully I don't have to take off my piercing anytime soon. Because that was annoying. I thought about taking it off periodically to clean any gunk on the inside, and I might do that, but it's just gonna be annoying getting it back on. But yeah, this turned into a lot longer vlog than I anticipated. A lot of things to talk about though, but don't have to worry about space, thankfully. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go finish this 31 Thoughts podcast. Then I've got so much. I've got Bill Burr, the rest of Delia's podcast. I got Ray Romano and Conan. I got 2 Dangle podcasts, both an hour 45. I've got at least 30 minutes maybe of the Edge of Christian podcast, the King and the Sting, Talk is Jericho, half of Your Mom's House with Sean Evans, and then I was going to check out The Fighter and the Kid, because I like the episode they had with Chris D'Elia, so I was going to check that out for a podcast, and then I have all the YouTube videos to catch up on. Plus I'm sure H3 will have a podcast today. There's going to be the WAN show. So yeah, tons of stuff to do while I catch up on wrestling. And then probably once I'm done with wrestling, kind of clean up my downloads folder and go from there. So yeah, that'll be it. Hopefully this isn't a big file, so I don't take forever to upload. Alright, see ya.